What's happening, guys? Fallen from OTB here, coming at you with a new video, and we have the great glorious TH14 that is now live, something we've all been waiting for a ridiculous amount of time, and it is looking good. Lots of things to upgrade. This is my favorite corner so far, and yeah, it's non-stop heroes and pets for everyone as we go through that painful process once again of either spending money or sitting out a war. It's very, very sad. We want to jump into some wars because we see a bunch of recent things that have been going down, new attacks, things like that are very exciting to check out. I'm going to go back to last war. There were some really cool attacks. Oh, the shame and glory at the same time of me casting mine. So the drag bat is something that I need to check out a little bit more. I haven't really used it very much. I know having max heroes and those extra level pets are going to be great, but this was oh my goodness, who is calling me? Shame. So here we go. We've got the 3 Infernos up there. I thought if I could get the heroes to get inside on the right, that's going to make a nice little beautiful path for them to get all the way toward the town hall from the left side. So we got a couple of things going on down there. We're pushing our heroes with those lovely little pets are pushed around the outside, getting that extra damage in. No single target Inferno, so we know that the heroes are going to last a long time. So as they're just pummeling away on those defenses out there, we got the path created to where we need to. The loons are out. This is pretty sloppy. I'm not a big drag master, but we know that the heroes are going to be taking care of that right side pretty decently. All those pups are going to go down quickly, and here everything pushes forward with just 1 Inferno to worry about. We're going to get that warden ability right there to help that blimp make it all the way. So the goal in this attack, if I've ever learned anything, number 1, set your path. Those drags can't go across the whole side of the base. They need to be able to go just along one side instead of the whole side. We need that blimp to get to the town hall. We need it to die under a rage. And check this out. All the splash is open. So we're going to drop those bats right here along this side. Killing everything else over there. Here come the bats doing things that are amazing. So the only thing to watch out now, we get rid of those Teslas. Remember not to drag bats through the through that poison that the town hall drops. So look at that. We're going to have 1 extra free spell. This attack, you couldn't pay me to get a 3-star with this attack on, I don't even know, on a TH11 back a month ago. And now all of a sudden, when you got the troop power, when you can do that much work with the troops, or with the heroes, everything's going to end up working out for you so much better. There's so many dragons alive. And, oh my goodness, come on. Oh, look at that. Fraud! They're trying to hit me up for fraud. Okay. There we go. Beautiful 3-star. If these people keep calling me, I'm going to have to do something about it, and we might do it live here on a recording. We're going to jump down to number 13, so that's drag bats. Need to look at that a little bit more against max defenses. Here we got a nice little witch spam attack. You know, again, when you're using the witch spam, it's all about different selections of what works for you. Here he likes to do the 8 earthquakes, which is something that I've been so used to doing as well. Keep in mind now, TH13, if there are any builder huts nearby, they are going to, in the meanwhile, be repairing those defenses. So you need to watch out for this attack using earthquakes, because you're going to lose all that damage that comes with the quakes when they get dropped. So starting everything out along the side. The great goal here is you want to start that log launcher up against something that you know is going to get killed along the way. Things like Inferno Towers or Scatter Shots are going to be great to put in the way. Look at that. It's going to die before it does any damage to the troops. And then it's good to get that beautiful little spread of witches. My rule of thumb is get 3 witches on each, going around the outside either direction. And then you want to be able to get that late Royal Champ in, most likely to clean up the weak side or whatever might be open and available. So he's going to come in and get the, or she's going to come in, should I say, to get that single target Inferno that is just so pesky. Only real issue left is the Town Halls do so much damage. And Town Hall plus scatter is going to be really difficult against witches, so you gotta make sure you have a hero up when that's happening. Other than that, things seem to go pretty well. The healer pet going with the queen is probably the best thing you could ever do on these witch attacks. It has literally, you can tank multi-fernos, Teslas, you can tank anything as long as you have that pet with you. Alive, it tends to stay behind the queen very nicely, doesn't die really until very late in the attack. So here, save, with that new ability or new spell that you get, save that freeze for the Town Hall. I think that's a really good rule of thumb there. You still get 3 freezes in total, so you still get the 2 along the way. All heroes alive here, very good job. The base is dead. So again, we're trying to kind of go over some key things to learn about these attacks. So 13's done. I'm at work, so I have to check something. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay. And then, let's see, we'll jump down to 18. This was Akka. Akka had a really nice witch attack here too. So he does an interesting thing that's a little bit different. Look at that value from that. How can you complain? It's so much damage that you're taking off the field right there. It is, and you still got 4 freezes and the poison. It's fantastic. It's really, really nice. So this is really cool. The queen, he likes to push up the queen along the outside. Of course, you have to make sure that you're not tanking very many defenses when that happens, because there are only 4 healers. So here we go. We're pushing everything up nice and slowly. Look at those expos are in the way. Those are going to take the damage, and that Town Hall is going to be able to go down nice and quickly here. All the witches seem to have moved forward. We have a good 4 or 5 witches going top. King's going to die a little bit early to that Inferno. No, he's not. He stayed alive. That's very good. Again, be very, very careful when you're trekking everything through that poison. Do you want to call it a defensive poison on the Town Hall? Really cool ability to add into this game, by the way. Queen is pushing around the outside, which can be scary at times, but on a base like this does not matter, because the way that these little bubble defenses are set up really doesn't matter. Very strategic. Freeze right there from the ice golem. And there we go. We want to keep him alive long enough. There we go. Royal Champ got that one down. And watch all the troops that bust through on this final single Inferno. There's so many witches still alive, and boom, the floodgates are open, and they are just rushing through that last little section right there to kill that Inferno tower. Really cool. To keep them all alive is such a good job. You can't really expect that many witches to be alive most raids, but he did it very carefully, and he sent them through and used everything appropriately. So it's just overwhelming when you have to have multi-Inferno set at least on a couple of your Inferno towers. It's too scary to not have to deal with when there are singles up there. So we'll go down to 21. We're just rushing along here. Drum, thank you for doing this. Not many attacks we have in this clan that are the Inferno dragons. So that's really cool to see. He's doing a very stereotypical strat that we see on YouTube with this, and this is just a perfect base to be able to use them for. So I don't see it as a cure-all solution. But I do see so many different options with these that I think people just need to learn. I think it's worth a try now that they're up +1 level. So he does the 3-finger drop right there, as we've seen a lot of the videos, with the little baby Infernos there to come behind. And nice early ability as all the pros use and everything there. And what I like is that they've all kind of gathered around those core defenses, so they're going to be able to work their way along these heavy very quickly in first. So he dropped all the distraction skeletons. This is what I think is funny, is he's sending a late blimp in from the outside, a little bit scary without any test loons. but that's going to go down very, very quickly, and they're all going to die with it, but it is a good trade. So with those Furno Towers left, or those Furno Dragons left, we have the backside heroes. It's a tough battle between the RC and the King up there. Other than that, we have the very last scatter going down, and we do have a freeze in the pocket here, so just when we need it, I believe he uses it for the Queen to kill the Furno here. Oh, yep, everything just works its way in, and oh, the Warden takes it out. That is cool. So, that's really good. That's awesome to see. Whoop, we've moved. We've moved. Let's get back over there. Alright, is that it? Yeah, 21. That's it for that war. We had a great war. Moving on to the next. Now, the current war. Yes, the current war. Tough one. Let's see, where are we at here? 13-9. Oh, we're going to win. We're going to win. It's going to happen. Anyways, starting over number 3, the Spam Witch by Zeus. So this is cool. This is fun to watch. I love watching Zeus, Thor, Drum, you know, all these dudes getting in here and making some things happen. But look at, once again, you're seeing a value here of some really easy kills with the lightning. That's something, you know, don't do it unless you're getting a scatter and an eagle, or, you know, a scatter, Furno. I mean, you got to get a couple good defenses if you're going to go that far. So here we go, pushing everything up the side. A wonderful lesson to learn here is using this log launcher at an angle is going to be sometimes the best thing you can do. A lot of people look past it. They think that you shouldn't do that because it's kind of only cutting the base in half instead of getting it toward the core. But sometimes it is better to come from a side than from the long side of the base. And time again, this is being proved. So, as you see, really the core of this base is completely just gone. So we don't need troops to go through the middle anymore. There's a whole bunch of traps there, you know, a bunch of bombs and things that you do not need to have there. So don't put your witches through there, especially if they're, you know, they're gonna die on 2 bombs. You know, what's the point of putting them there? So we're just slowly moving along, and this type of attack, you question if you're even going to make it. You know, you wonder if okay, everything is stuck in one place, you know, everything could hit 2 bombs and it could be over. But they really do prove themselves with the RC leading the way. That's a really cool thing to have. Finally, the ability is going to be able to be used, and then we have witches poking through on both sides, so that's just super good to have. Witches do better when they're spread, but not spread too wide. So here we got, you know, a few defenses that we picked off, and then we've just moved everything up around the outside on the left as well. Looks like there's a lot of bombs up top there to try and, I don't know, try and break the any troops moving around the outside. And it just doesn't matter. There's just so many witches. It doesn't matter how quickly they're killing these skeletons. There's just too many of them. So once that Wiz Tower's down, that's the biggest fear of witches, and no longer is it going to be a problem. Those are down, everything's moving forward. We punch through, and we are going to clean this baby up. Really cool having the pets. As Thor taught me, you know, it's going to be best to have your healer pet with your queen in most attacks, because it really does support queen to stay alive for so long. And then you know, the king is kind of known as the more tanky of the heroes, so really king has always just used the tank more than anything. So just run the yak with him to run ahead of king and be able to help tank. You know, with the king, that's a good scenario. So let's jump down. Number 9, this is kind of a fun attack from Mr. Gorilla. So here's a new base. We're seeing it a lot. It's happening quite often. People are afraid to attack this base at the Inferno side first, and that's where you lose. So here we see a really cool, kind of just that good old, I just call it the 848 spam strat, because that's what a lot of people are using. Very similar compositions to this. Starting along the outside first, always smart to do. with the 2 and 2 with the golems. And here we go. He's gonna push a he's gonna put a ram through here because he knows there's going to be some pretty big issues trying to push a log launcher through here. So you might as well have something that's gonna tank and be able to stay up long enough. As we can see, those Infernos really do put up a couple of issues early, but once you see that rage go down and those troops are going to be moving forward, this is so huge. Look what the Super Wizards do at this point. They are there to wreck things. And you're going to see even these that push around the outside here are going to be just clocking those defenses on the inside. It's pretty nuts, actually, how much damage they do, even to TH14 bases. So King is perfect. King is the #1 guy to kill the town halls. He is not affected the way that other troops are. So here we got a good share of witches that are just missing that poison on the inside right there, and they are barely going to get that Wiz Tower down. And just a little bit, left on the defenses here. And as everything pushes around the outside, we're doing pretty good. We got some festivities going on outside the room here, so we're just gonna have some baby songs happening here. Beautiful. All right, so we are going to do one more. Oh, the shame. Here we go. Here it is. Okay, this is my new favorite attack because I've been able to do this every war right now. This is super cool. So the La Lune, we're going to suicide the heroes, we're going to zap out those scatters and that Inferno, get a lucky Inferno on top of that, and it looks like the songs are going to just keep continuing. So I'm going to laugh at them when this video is over. Alright, so we want to be able to drop the Ice Golem first to be able to tank. I need to take a look at this strat a little bit more because it is tough for heroes to be under fire by that Town Hall for so long. But they're pretty tanky, so things are working out pretty decent. There it goes down. I accidentally used the Rage on the... maybe that was smart, actually, on the Headhunters. So we'll see as we have those heroes pushing around the outside. Okay, they've officially right now made it farther than I was expecting. I was thinking things were going to get baited, so I thought, well, the king is tanking. Let's get those loons out immediately. So the lavas are flying, the loons are going, and check out the timing here. Ooh, I forgot to show that I put that down bottom. That died a lot quicker than I was expecting, but I wanted everything to catch up, so I really dropped those hastes as quick as possible. So now everything's just working their way around the base. I mean, this is, I'm going to toot my horn for a second. I think the timing was amazing on here. Almost had an issue up top, had to freeze to get that. I did not want to risk that Wiz Tower staying up here. So it just wasn't worth it for me. But look at all those loons that are still alive. There was literally no problem. I tried to use that minion to tank any balloons that might pop up defensively there. But this base is completely destroyed, and I am terrible at La Lune. So this is really working well. If you can get those double scatters. People, I don't know why they continue to put those scatters together up there. But they do, and it happens, and it's ridiculous. So anyways, guys, that is a few strats. This was a rushed, work episode here that I had to put together, so it's been a little uncomfortable. There are songs playing in the background. So we'll hit up a couple more videos soon. This is going to be good for now, I believe. And until next time, everyone, this is Fallen from OTB, signing off.